Hello and welcome to the beginning of my collection of neon white sapphires. If it wasn't already clear enough, I still love this game a lot, and have decided to take my skill to the next level with the new current hardest metal to obtain. If you are confused at all, please watch the introduction to this series, as it will explain a lot. This will be the only time that I will tell you this. Let's start with the first 10 sapphires obtained, beginning with Yep, we're doing this again. It makes sense, as the Amethyst clip was also a Sapphire time, even though it was a while before the concept of Sapphire metals existed. This one was obtained extremely early, before the Sacrifice Amethyst. There is one more improvement though, and that involves a different route that involves self-bullet boosts. I was just looking to complete a run with this route. I was completely surprised that it was fast enough for 3rd place, which makes it my best level by a long shot. I don't know which route I like more. They have their trade-offs, but both are simple enough. Obtaining this sapphire was pretty easy for me, and I believe it to be one of the easier sapphires for anyone to obtain. This is the only other level that I showed in the Amethyst series that was also a sapphire, and what prompted my first discussion about this metal. I had to improve it a little bit more, or else be forced to show the same clip again. At this point, the time save is very negligible. The biggest time save is the first 2 stomp cards in each set, which have to be done instantaneously. It also screws with my sense of rhythm, which sucks. I still kept the same counting pattern, which was to look at the numbers, because that is what I was used to, and ultimately didn't distract me that much. Overall, I completely understand why so many people hate this level, but for me, the level is just fine.
I just keep getting better and better.
This is another sapphire that I mentioned in that announcement, since I got it before that time. I originally was just looking to improve my PB through a run not in the Joker tournament, but I went too fast then. I had to improve my time since the sapphire time got buffed, which will probably happen a lot since these sapphire times aren't static. This run wasn't anything really special, except for maybe the one Purify boost. It just didn't do anything wrong or too slow. There wasn't any one hardest part. Getting any of the bullet boosts was about the same difficulty. I still found it to be a pretty easy sapphire even with the buff, so I might recommend this level if you are looking for an early game sapphire. Yes, I did do the skip, and yes, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I intentionally did this before the full Amethyst sweep to line up the Absolution completion with the global time going under 39 minutes. I originally went on the left side until I was told that the right side was the same difficulty and was also faster. I tried a couple of different setups, one with keys as the discard and fire buttons, and later the mouse as the discard and fire buttons, which both worked for me. There's two ways to get the skip, either get 2 boosts in the air or 1 grounded boost, and that's the one I got, although there were other times where I got 2 boosts, but were poorly timed. It's a big time save if you can get it, but I would only recommend it to you if you think that you're ready for a big grind with thousands of attempts.
I just keep getting better and better.
This is the last Sapphire that I got before the full Amethyst sweep, and likewise the last Sapphire you know about if you watched those videos. I love Chapter 8 levels, but I cannot believe that this level was the first of those that I got the Sapphire on. I don't even consider it to be a good run. It was the first time that I got bullet boost from the stomp card on the rocket, and I missed some bullet boosts at the end that I should have gotten. Because this came out of nowhere, I don't have anything to say about my experience of the level, since there wasn't an official grind for the Sapphire medal, but I probably would have hated it, so I'm kinda glad that this level is done so early.
I just keep getting better and better.
You know, when I got the full Amethyst sweep, I thought I was going to go on a tear with these Sapphire medals, getting somewhere in the ballpark of 40 of them within the first week or so, since I thought my skill level was much higher than I had shown. As it turns out, Sapphire medals are really hard to get, and that wasn't the case. The first one of these was this level, which I have previously praised as being one of my favorite levels in the game, so I wanted the Sapphire as early as possible. Getting this Sapphire mainly involved getting more bullet boost from the Purify bombs and the ending. I was already doing the world record strategy. The Guardian was still annoying as ever to hit, but just playing the level more helped with that, and it was just a matter of time until I hit everything I needed and obtained a new medal.
I just keep getting better and better.
This is a level that has somehow become more fun the more I play this level. That comes from a better spacing out of targets to hit, which makes each individual section more manageable. A lot of the time saved came down to better grapples, like grappling at the very bottom of one of the balloons to rocket into the next balloon later, which allowed me to grapple the next balloon earlier. If you are in the speedrunning Discord, you may have seen me ask for help with this level, as I was kind of struggling to get it, which I got. That will probably be more common in the future, as I worry less about hiding which medals I get, and more about consulting other sources to help me get these medals. The last red Amethyst becomes the first red Sapphire. For Sapphire medals, almost every world record route is required and needs to be performed well, which is fine for some levels and dreadful for others. I was sort of in the middle for this world record route, but playing it for a little bit made me very accustomed to the route, especially since I had already practiced the hardest part with the previous route. I love side quests and would do more of them sooner, but the current Neon Light update has buggy times that mess with the recording, so I'm holding off on a lot of them until the issue gets fixed.
I just keep getting better and better.
This medal could have been obtained at any time, so I decided to do it pretty early. I hated the type of self-bullet boost that I had to do, and so I had 2 reroutes for this level that got close, but wasn't able to get the medal, so I was forced to sit down and grind for this one. I got it pretty quickly, but since it wasn't a grounded bullet boost, I tied the medal requirement to the exact millisecond, which means it isn't that satisfactory for me, and I will probably go back to this level one final time for that grounded boost.
I just keep getting better and better.
This is another level where the world record route looked enticing to try out, given that nothing stupid was in it. The level involves getting some pretty tricky snipes, but one finished run through should be enough. The fireball mimic was tricky until I relearned that the crosshair lines up with one of the bullets, and it was somewhat consistent even before I remembered that. The harder one was the Godspeed mimic, as there was a lot of stuff blocking the mimic, with a bigger window for turning around quicker. Apparently, there was a tutorial for the Sapphire, but I didn't learn about it until after I had gotten the medal. Oh well. Alright, that's the first 10 Sapphires obtained, one from each column as well. I didn't plan that until about Godspeed, when I realized that. These are some of the simpler and more fun Sapphires that I would recommend to others. Enjoy this positivity, as this feeling will disappear very quickly, even faster than the Amethysts. Once again, I don't know if I'm physically capable of completing this series, but I'm going to take it one video at a time. Which, speaking of, the next part is far from ready, but will come eventually. I hope you're ready to continue this journey with me. Thank you for watching.